planet where apes evolved from men? There's got to be an answer. Don't look for it, Taylor. You may not like what you find. Damn you all to hell!
The year, 3955. Charlton Heston as Taylor, a 20th century astronaut, space-wrecked in the incredible future. Linda Harrison as Nova, a savage beauty from the enslaved and voiceless human race.
They're marked for target practice.
James Franciscus as astronaut Brent on a reckless mission to rescue Taylor, trapped by the swaggering, brutal master race of apes who dominate the Earth, a planet shattered by the atomic war of a distant, forgotten past.
So politically, I would say Charlton Heston and I likely would agree on nothing.
Absolutely.
But on his position on sequels, I am maybe a little bit sympathetic.
Yeah.
The amount of money and like I said, the amount of cultural impact of the original Planet of the Apes could not be undersold. So the powers that be wanted a sequel, and they were willing to cut a big fucking check to Chuck Heston to bring it back because they weren't confident. And I guess that makes sense to me that it was Planet of the Apes that was the thing, or that it was Charlton Heston that was the
Do
thing.
people like talking ape movies, or?
But skeptical of sequels, but not resistant to an easy paycheck. Charlton Heston said, "All right, but you've got to kill me up." Originally, he was supposed to die at the beginning of the movie, but they decided that they were going to switch things up. This is why we have a spoiler warning, by the way.
Yeah, right. He does live.
So we have what honestly looks like they hired, I don't know, like a Charlton Heston look-alike, or his fucking stunt double, or something like this, to replace him.
Charlton Heston type.
James Franciscus, is that the name I'm seeing of Brent? Another astronaut comes to rescue the original.
Against all odds.
Manages to find the Planet of the Apes, and in a very similar trajectory is very quickly captured.
Yeah.
First he meets Nova, and they have their adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
Right.
Charlton Heston disappears into a rock wall. The new... This is confusing me. The new astronaut finds Nova. Nova just clings to him. Like I said, we were talking before we pressed record. She actually refers to him as the Charlton Heston Taylor,
And
as the Charlton Heston character.
He's a knockoff Charlton Heston. He
looks like
so
him.
much, sounds like so
Sounds
much.
like him, plays the same function that the Charlton Heston character would play if it was Charlton Heston. But Charlton Heston was smoking cigars and getting blown in his trailer or whatever.
Yeah, I'm too good for this.
While doing target practice. So anyway, it's strange. Yes, he meets the friendly apes, and they manage to escape to Ape City into the underground world where we meet now. We find out that humans are not just these feral mutes like Nova, that we find these psychic hybrid mutant radiation poison
Welcome to the
creatures,
70s.
right? And they're worshipping a bomb. I'm not making this up and having a stroke. They're worshipping a bomb, wearing flesh masks, committing human sacrifices, communicating psychically. And in true, completely crazy, like, we don't give a fuck about the original movie, we're here to make money, spend this. I almost cynically believe that the creators were like, how can we make this movie so that no matter what happens, there can definitely not be Planet of the Apes 3?
That's exactly what I thought too. Like, yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the mid '90s sci-fi series, or no, supernatural series called Millennium?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It felt to me like that kind of situation. Apparently, there was like a huge, horrible fallout with the writers and the creators at the end of one of the seasons. So they just decided to unleash a horrible plague on the planet and kill everyone.
Yeah.
And I thought this is another one of those middle fingers. Like, no, you were not going to have a sequel to this.
Yeah.
Boom.
And apparently Charlton Heston had to give the go-ahead on that ending, and he did. Like,
Yeah, thumbs up.
you're not going to bother me. And say what you will about exploding the entire planet of the apes, which, by the way, is fucking planet Earth.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, there's not going to be a sequel to this, is there?
Everybody's, and it's not like everybody dies at that moment. By that time, Brent, our pseudo Dustin,
Oh, right, there's pseudo Charlton Heston.
has been killed. Nova has been killed.
Right.
He's in the two movies, right? And Charlton Heston, as he's dying, triggers this bomb and just fucking undoes
Yeah.
everything that happened. He just wipes the franchise.
There will be no
off
sequel.
the map. So, but after saying all of that, Kevin, I ask you in earnest, is it bad? Is it good? Like, where do we land on this madness?
As far as being effective at making me feel slightly insane and uncomfortable, I think it definitely won out there.
You don't know where it's going at any given time. Like, it starts sort of feeling like the same movie.
Yeah.
But it's not
And
the
then
same movie.
suddenly, it veers off.
And then we're in this underground Creep Fest kingdom with the
Which
psychic
freaked me
guys.
out. And he starts trying to kill her because of
Yeah,
the
they're
weird
telling him to kill Nova.
sound in his
or something.
mind. Yeah.
So
It's
that's
horrifying.
this weird horror movie for a little while. And then, this hella dark bloodletting ending where the entire thing ends with narration. So, like, my
And they
take
were
on...
never seen again.
Right. Wow. Balls. Huge balls on display here. And, part of me just respects it for that. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane. This could be in a what the fuck category. I've done a few episodes of,
Right.
like, what the fuck
Right.
movies. And, like, I think it actually works as that. Is it a good Planet of the Apes movie? No, I think, like, it's almost as cynical.
Right,
Planet
yeah.
of the Apes movie.
Exactly.
Like,
Turns
I
it on
think
its
they were
head.
like, yeah, we'll take your money, but, like, fuck this.
This series is over.
So strange that, like, but again, ballsy choices left and right. Like, I could see that would never happen today. Like, if they saw a potential franchise.
Yeah,
in this.
exactly. Because it was planned to be a franchise, I think. They're like, yeah, we're going to make 5 movies of this. Series 2.
But I also, I guess, embrace the cynicism to a certain degree as well, because despite the fact that it was such a huge movie, it was such a popular cultural thing, they cut the budget in half for the
Yeah,
sequel.
that was one of the problems.
So
Make
that's
it
why
not
we
quite so good.
spent more time in
Lots
this
of walking in the
underground
desert,
set.
yeah.
Yeah, and walking in the desert and seeing the humans instead of the monkeys.
Right, right.
It almost becomes more of this radiation cult of humans.
Yeah.
The weird Forbidden Zone thing, which started off intriguing, right?
Suddenly.
What are all these weird magical things happening? Like, what cataclysm created this? But it's just these psychic guys keeping people away from their hangout, I guess. And once that fails, they're going to blow everything up. But
Yeah.
then
Plan
they
B.
don't, but then Charlton Heston does
That's
anyway.
yeah.
What is happening, Kevin? I recommend it. I will say thumbs up.
I say if you're gonna, I would say watch the entire Apes series.
Yeah?
There's really
Okay.
no other way to kind of understand the Apes series except to watch the Apes series because they're all very different movies. They're very different movies. But they take the same premise and they run with it.
Right.
But each one felt so different.
Right.
Yeah.
But not necessarily.
This is a weird one. This is the horrible mutant child in the series hiding in the attic. The one's like,
It might
we're gonna
outweird
freak your head out.
Burton's. It might outweird Tim Burton's. And
I
Tim
think
Burton's
so.
gets pretty fucking weird.
Yeah. It is a freaky, freaky movie.
It's unself-consciously weird.
Exactly. It's just one of those ones that's like, you know what? Let's just go crazy with this one. All right, sure.
Like, I don't know if like the people behind it were a bad genius or if they were just getting off. Like, how can we piss off the fans?
This is series 2 of a very, very popular sci-fi series.
Yeah, it reminds me of that old HBO prison show Oz.
Right.
It started really strong, but then it kind of got shaky, got off the rails. They got a little sci-fi, they got a little ghost story subplot. It was getting stupid, and then they finally just said, "Okay, fine, last season," and it just became like, How can we piss off the fans? Who do we kill this week that is going to outrage the fans? It's like that's almost what it feels like when I'm watching this movie. Like somebody behind the scenes was thinking, yeah, we'll kill Charlton Heston, we'll kill Nova,
everyone else.
we'll make them watch everyone die, and then we'll blow up the whole planet. They'll have paid money to see us destroy the movie they love. But why? Because cynical, you know? Yeah, they want us to make the same movie with half the budget. Charlton Heston doesn't even want to be in the movie. We're doing it basically with a Charlton Heston stand-in. But somehow they made, if not a very memorable piece of science fiction. Is it the equal to its original? Hell,
you cannot
no.
compare the two. one will go down in history. One will stick in your brain for a very long time and make you feel strange.
It's a good one to watch on April 20th.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to say about Beneath Metal? I feel like I rolled over you a little bit.
No. You reminded me just how much of a trip that movie was.
Wow, you guys. Please watch it though.